Today, we're gonna talk about how to handle the objection, it costs too much. I'm Amanda Enos, and this is Patrick. He's gonna be helping me out today, and we're going to talk a little bit about how you can overcome that objection before it even shows up for you and eliminate it altogether. We're also gonna do a role play. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So first and foremost, the objection typically comes up because we haven't done a really great job building value. Is it cost? Maybe, but 9 times out of 10, this really comes down to someone not feeling like the price tag meets what they got, or they're not sure it's really gonna get them to where they wanna be. So in turn, we have to determine where's the missing piece in value. And that can take a lot of work to do on the back end. So how do you avoid it? A client intake process. Some of you out there might be thinking right now, client intake process, yeah, I bring them into the facility and I have them sign the waiver and they go into class. Absolutely, that's a way to get them into class, but that's not an intake. An intake process can be more formal through a form or through a really clear set of questions that you've determined is best for your team to ask this potential member. So what is the baseline? What are the things you want to make sure are part of that form or a part of those questions you ask? This is really your time to establish somebody's past, present, and future relationship with fitness, along with determining how committed they are to getting started right now, what stood in the way previously, and how is it going to be different? So that might be time. So let's figure out, how do we eliminate the pieces of time being an obstacle for them? And the other piece is, how do we integrate the things that they know they need into our presenting of the studio and the workout? So the cost piece, as we've already talked about, this really comes down to value. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right into the role play. And at this point, what's already happened is that we had an amazing client intake process. He took a wonderful class with one of our best coaches. And now we're coming back to show him how easy it is to become a member with us by presenting the membership options. So that's where we're gonna pick up. Ready?
Let's do it.
All right, Patrick, so I'm so glad to hear you loved class. You loved the energy and you loved the instructor giving you some tips on how to make the most of your movements. So the last piece for us is just to determine which membership is the right one for you to get started on. Sound good?
Yeah, that sounds great.
All right, so what we see here is 3 different membership options. Now, based on your goals and how much time you said in the beginning you'd be willing to commit to your workout routines, I think that it's best for us to go ahead and put you and get you started on this unlimited membership option.
Okay.
This one's gonna give you the opportunity to come in 3 to 4 times per week. Now, as you'll see, this is your monthly investment. Did you want to go ahead and get started on that one with the card we have on file, or is there a different method of payment?
Man, it kind of seems out of my budget, really.
I understand this is an investment that you're making in your fitness routine. And at the end of the day, you have to show up to make that investment worth it, right?
Yeah.
So what I do want to go back to is our conversation in the beginning. We talked about that you had previously had some small group personal training. So when you did that, you also told me you were paying about $25 per session. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So the session value is important to you. Would you say the workout that you had today was worth $25 per session?
Yeah, I got a good sweat, definitely.
Yeah. So as we take a look at this, what I want to walk you through is this $149 per month investment that you're making. That breaks down to, at 3 times per week, about $12 per session. And then 4 times per week, that breaks down to about $9 per session. Do you see the value in that?
Oh, okay, yeah, no, that makes sense.
So as you can see right here, we have 3 different types of memberships you can get started on. The one I'd recommend you get started on today is gonna be our unlimited option. This is gonna give you that 3 to 4 hour per week access that you are looking for so that you can keep that frequency up in your workouts. The monthly investment on it's $149, but as you can see, you get a ton of great perks with that membership. Did you wanna go ahead and get started on this with the card we have on file already?
I mean, it kind of just seems a little bit outside of my budget.
Yeah, I understand. You're making an investment in fitness and you're not gonna walk out with fitness in your hands. You're gonna have to put in the work, right?
Yeah.
So what I do wanna go back to here is our conversation in the beginning. You talked about how you had done some small group training previously and you were paying $20 to $25 per session?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so the workout you had today, you said you got a great sweat, you love the energy, you loved getting some support from our coaches out on the floor. Would you say that it's probably worth the same amount that you were paying previously?
Yeah, I'd say that.
Okay, the good news is you don't have to pay that. So this package right here, the session value will be anywhere between $9 to $12 per session. Does that make sense?
Can you break that down for me?
Absolutely. So this package right here, this is our unlimited package. But really where you get the most from it is when you come in 3 or 4 times or more per week. So what you'll see here is if you come in 3 times per week, your average cost per session is gonna be about $12. If you're coming in 4 times per week, which you said you probably are gonna be more inclined to do, you're actually only gonna be paying about $9 per session. That help you out a little bit?
That makes sense. I appreciate you breaking that down, yeah.
Yeah, so as we take a look at this investment that you're making on a monthly basis, yeah, it is something that you're gonna have to get to 3 or more per week to get the best value from it, but it's more cost effective than the last option, and you're gonna get a greater level of accountability and partnership with us here. So can I get you started on this membership today?
Let's do it.
Awesome, welcome. So there you have it, overcoming the objection of it's not in my budget or it costs too much. As we saw here in this interaction, it was made so much easier by identifying some key things before Patrick even got into his workout, like the fact that he had worked with personal trainers before and around how much he paid per session. That allowed me to link back my workout absolutely being worth that and being able to wow him with the fact that it was going to be less. The other piece here is understanding the price per session that your packages deliver. If I don't know that too about my pricing sheet, then it's gonna be really hard for me to make that relatable for the person sitting in front of me. So know your pricing, know the price per session, and also know the person in front of you and take the opportunity through a client intake process to get the information you need to avoid an objection altogether, or at least make it less painful. So if you don't have a client intake form in your studio currently, no worries. We've provided you a general one below in the description. But if you're looking for one that is personalized for your facility and speaks to your ideal client, then feel free to reach out to us at lrvt@loudrumor.com. Our performance consultants, like me, are here to help you get the most from your individual fitness studio and business. And if you liked this video and found it helpful, go ahead and like it and subscribe for more videos and content just like it.